I'm Bernie Raffy and this is a review of my Practice Partner 20 table tennis robot. If you've reached this video by way of my photography videos, yes, it's me, I'm the same person. Table tennis is my sport, which I love. I started playing when I was 12 or 13 years old in a wonderful East End of London youth club and carried on playing into my 40s, but then gave up and started playing again quite recently. So I play in a local league and I'm an average kind of local league player, or very average, some might say. Anyway, I installed the table quite recently in my garage and the robot, and quite good timing really in view of the current UK lockdown for coronavirus. The robot costs probably about £300 and so far I've been very happy with it. So let's get on with the review. As you can see here, there are 3 mechanical controls that affect the operation, and I'll go into those in detail in a moment. The robot is well made, quite heavy, but easy enough to lift to move to a different part of the table, which I do often. It accepts the new slightly larger type balls, but cheaper training balls that are not perfectly round do sometimes get stuck, but then they get freed up on the next firing, so it's not a problem. You turn this dial around to change the type of spin that you want. Somebody hasn't done a great job of translating the words topspin and backspin. Instead it says turn up or turn down, etc. Not a problem, obviously. So you just turn the dial till it matches the arrow. The dial turns in either direction, but in order to avoid stretching the cable, you have to be careful not to turn it too far in one direction. This dial controls the oscillation from one side to the other. It's purely mechanical. You can obviously set it to deliver the balls to the same place every time or wide to the sides, but you can also set it to deliver balls side by side but not so wide. This dial controls the up and down movement of the head. It goes quite low so you can use the robot to serve to you with different spins. But sadly, it doesn't go so high that you can get the robot to lob the balls to you. Now that would have been fun. This is the remote that clamps to the edge of the table. There are 2 settings that go from 1 to 9. The speed setting at the top obviously determines how fast the balls are delivered, so whether they just plop over the net or come at you quickly and bounce at the edge of the table. The frequency setting controls how many are delivered per second. The lights flash until you set the robot going, and the remote is hardwired into the robot and it works faultlessly. So I've set the robot to top spin and the speed is 7 out of 10. This will give you an idea of how much top spin there is. Okay, now I've set the robot to backspin and you can judge how much spin there is by the way it comes off the bat. Okay, this is backspin and side spin, which to be honest, I don't use very much, but I thought I'd just demonstrate the type of spin that it produces. So that's about it for this review. I'm very happy with the robot. I think it represents good value for money, but there are some limitations to it compared to robots in the higher price range. But I guess that's the same for all the other robots as well in this price range. Because there's only one head on the robot, all the balls come out with the same speed and the same spin. So you can't, for example, have top spin to the backhand, back spin to the forehand. Also, for example, you can't have a fast ball to the backhand and a slower ball to the forehand. But as I say, that would probably be the same for all the other robots in this price range. Also, you can only have a 2-ball sequence, so one to the backhand, one to the forehand, for example. Some of the more expensive robots will place one to the forehand, one to the middle, one to the backhand. You can't do that with this robot. Plus, you can't get it to program different exercises. It's just not that sophisticated. Oh, another couple of limitations I almost forgot to mention is that you can't adjust the amount of spin. You can't say I want slightly less top spin or slightly more back spin. The speed is regulated by the speed in which the balls come out. The other limitation is that every single ball has to have some type of spin. You can't have no spin. So the minimum amount of spin really is a left or right side spin, but every ball has to have some type of spin. There isn't any no spin balls. But I think that's probably common to all of the robots in this price range. So if you do need some of the features that I've just mentioned, you're probably going to have to spend considerably more money, probably in excess of £1,000 for a more professional robot. But it does a good job, and I think it's helped me to improve my table tennis. So bye for now.